Hello. I hope you are doing well. This is Dr. Clem here, coming with another super important video teaching you something else about working online. I hope this video is going to get you a step closer to landing the online job that you are looking for. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about 10 soft skills that you need for you to be able to work online. It is true that most of the time when I talk about working online, I tell you about the hard skills that you need, how to write your cover letters, write amazing resumes, and know how to pitch to clients, how to write your applications and stuff like that. But in addition to all those things, there are things that we call soft skills that you need for you to be able to work online successfully. So even if you land the job, right, you need to be able to demonstrate those soft skills. And even before you land the job, you need to show the client that you have what we call soft skills for you to be able to work online. Because working online doesn't just require you having technical skills, but you also need to know how to communicate with people, how to work within a remote team, how to be dependable, reliable, and all that stuff. So I'm going to talk to you about the 10 soft skills that you need before you can land your first online job. Number one, time management skills. When it comes to working online, remember that your online client cannot see you. It's not like you're going into an office and somebody can just walk into the office and see what you're doing. So for the client to know that you are productive and you are actually giving results for the time they are paying you for, you need to show that you have excellent time management skills. Number two, communication skills. When it comes to working online, communication is critical. It doesn't matter, who you are working with. You need to know that you can communicate effectively on all projects. And that's even more important because, again, your client cannot see you. And you are most likely going to be working with people either located within the same time zone as you or in a different time zone. So you really need to know how to communicate. It means communicating on time. It means saying when you are going to be late on projects, when you are going to be late at meetings, and all these things. Speaking of lateness at meetings, another skill that you need when it comes to working online is number three, punctuality. You need to be on time. You need to show up, and you need to show up on time. It could be for client interview, it could be for client meetings, it could even be for delivering on the project that a client is expecting a feedback from you on. Okay, you need to stick to timelines and you need to be punctual. In the event that you know that you're not going to be delivered on time, notify the client. It takes us back to that communication skill. Number four, creativity and problem-solving skills. Now, when it comes to working online, you will see that regardless of the company that you're working with, whether it's an entrepreneur, a small business, or a large business, you will see that the people who make it further are the people who think in terms of solutions. You want to be a problem solver. You want to be somebody who can come up with solutions to issues. If you hit a roadblock, are you just going to stay there and be like, here is a problem that we have? No. When you identify a problem in whatever area you are working in, speak about the problem, but also come up with a potential solution. So I like to tell my students, before talking about a problem, talk about the solution that you have to that problem. So you need to have amazing problem solving skills or think about potential solutions to problems before they arise, or when they arise, before you bring them up to your clients. And alongside with problem solving skills, you also have creativity. People who work online are very dynamic. They think outside of the box and they think creatively. And in the setting in which you are going to be when it comes to working online, whether you are in the creative field or maybe you are working in the administrative assistance field or maybe customer service, you are going to be called to think outside of the box. So you need to have enough mental flexibility to allow yourself to be creative, allow yourself to come up with allow yourself to come up with ideas. Creativity really spurs and nourishes the environment in which you are working. So you really need to make sure that you allow yourself to just go on that area, go on that side, express yourself whenever you are within with your clients or having meetings within teams, or even if you are being handed or delegated a project. The next skill that you need for you to be able to land your next online job is accountability. Okay, again, when it comes to working online, because you are not able to see your client face to face and everything is done virtually, you need your client to be able to trust you on the project that you are working on and to know that you're going to show up when you say that you are going to show up and you're going to deliver on what you said you were going to deliver on. So you need to be accountable. Show accountability, show responsibility, show that you can be dependable and reliable for the things that are assigned to you. Okay, accountability is a big deal when it comes to working online. It can make or break the trust. Okay, the next skill that you need to demonstrate, the next soft skill that you need for you to be able to succeed online is teamwork. Now, I am a solo writer, I think I work very well when I'm on my own, but learning to work online also taught me to work within a team. Most of the times you're going to work with people who are either in a different country than you, different location, or even have a different background compared to yours. And really working online requires you to be able to communicate with them, exchange ideas, and collaborate with them. So when you are applying for online jobs, you need to show opportunities or instances where you demonstrated a teamwork, ability to work within a team, okay? And you can use examples of when you were volunteering, or maybe in your work setting when you had to work on projects with other people. How did you communicate your ideas? How did you collaborate? How did you make sure that everybody was able to be productive and give great results? Teamwork is really, really important when it comes to working online. Alongside with teamwork is conflict resolution skills. Now, working with a team will always create a nice or an environment for you to have conflicts, and it's normal because you're working with people of different personalities, different opinions, and different point of views. But even more so when it comes to working online, you are working with an international team or a multicultural team. You might have colleagues who are working from the Philippines, colleagues from Jamaica, colleagues from Kenya, colleagues from Dubai, colleagues from Asia or Europe, okay? So being able to communicate with people from different backgrounds is really important. That is something that you're going to learn by working online, but even before you start, you need to learn or know a little bit about conflict resolution. When you have a friction with a coworker, how do you handle this? When you have friction with your supervisor, how do you handle this? Those things are really, really important when you take it to the online work setting, because you are going to be exposed to a global marketplace, but also to a global pool of other co-workers. Alongside with conflict resolution skills, you also need to demonstrate emotional intelligence. And simply put, emotional intelligence is the ability for you to step out of your emotions and to handle a situation with a certain level of emotional maturity, okay? That is very important when you are working with people from a different background, a different academic level, or a different pay grade than you. So you need to demonstrate emotional intelligence. Another important skill that you need to know or to have when it comes to working online is flexibility. You need to be flexible, or at least you need to show the client that you are willing to be flexible. The online work is constantly dynamic, and it's very dynamic and constantly changing. And if you are working with a client, from today to tomorrow, something can change. Maybe they might have to change your hours, or maybe change your project that you are working on. Now, it doesn't mean that you should accept any changes that the client wants, but it means that you need to be at least open to negotiate and to be flexible in accepting different changes. So don't be too rigid in your approach. Be open to listening to other people's approach. Be open to other projects. Be open to anything that might arise within your contract, and be open to discuss it. Okay. The final skill that you need to have, the final soft skill that you need to have for you to work online, is organization skills. All right. Organization is going to be critical for your personal life, especially if you are working online part-time and you already have a 9 to 5. You need to be super duper organized, because if you're not organized, you're going to crash. Okay, so you need to make sure that you know how to manage your time, how to be flexible, and how to allocate your work online time within your schedule and your calendar. If you have a 9 to 5, if you are studying as at university or taking a course certificate, if you have a family, you are a mother, a father, you are a caretaker of elderly people or children, you need to know how to really manage your time and organize yourself so that you are still able to allocate the time that you need to working online without burning out. I hope you found these skills helpful. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to see when I release a new video every week. Stay tuned for the next video.